Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a bonus tarot reading. So whenever you find yourself guided or drawn to this video, it's most definitely meant for you. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is a general bonus read, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't, all right? The overall message that I received for you for this bonus read: a force to be reckoned with, a force to be reckoned with. And I know that's true, so let's aim on down and pull some cards. Alrighty, we're going to begin by pulling a couple messages, oddly enough, from the Find Your Happy deck. Don't typically do this at the beginning of a reading. For Scorpio to begin this bonus read. For Scorpio. Okay, so you were reminded right off the bat, my friend, that the universe has a greater plan than mine, and my happily ever after is me. Alright, good reminders right off the bat, and not to cheat on your future with your past. And we're going to keep these in the center and build off of them. Okay, let's see how this is going to work. That's why I like these bonus reads. You have a little bit of fun, do things a bit differently. We're going to use the Mystic Mondays deck to pull the rest of the spread. Let's see here. For Scorpio to continue. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go with these two, and then we'll pull one for the middle. This is odd. Keep in mind, I just haven't pulled a spread similar to this before, but I feel like you're somebody who, moving forward, even if you don't think so, will embark upon new ways of getting things done and surprise people when you succeed at doing just that. Okay, so with this Queen of Cups pairing with my happily ever after is me, you're going to find that your emotional state teaches you a lot moving forward. That even when you're pushed to accept who you've become, you realize that your approach to situations, accomplishing what you need to, even dealing with certain areas of your life that haven't changed very much recently, needs to be adjusted, okay? Because you've changed, you've grown so much, and it's this push moving forward, if you haven't experienced it already, from Spirit and the Universe to celebrate to all of the difficulties you've had to overcome and all you've achieved, obviously, of course, to remember that you don't need another individual or another set of people, group of people, or certain successes to feel happy, right? To understand that you are your happily ever after, as there's a push to focus on your individual growth and development, and how, again, going back to the overall message, you're a force to be reckoned with, and you do accomplish a lot on your lonesome, all by your lonesome, even if you have a lot of people by your side. You're a very individualistic, independent individual, and that is proven recently, and even more so moving forward, you'll see, as people see you as someone who adds people to their life after succeeding at what they want to, or adding people to their life who will add on top of this happily ever after, being you, being who you've become once again. If not, you're taking on that way of being moving forward, okay? And we also have the Ace of Wands for the universe has a greater plan than mine, and so you're being pushed to remember that you definitely should be manifesting, all right? Some of you have forgot about that skill set of yours, but you're being pushed to remember that as you're this powerhouse of an individual who just at times doesn't give yourself enough time to rest, or you move forward too quickly, right? With high expectations, to minimize those expectations, but also manifest what you desire, side by side with the universe and spirit, of course, to wave that magic wand and expect the best, and therefore manifest what you truly freaking desire at this time. You're going to find that the universe sees you in a higher light than you do. A push to, once again, reflect on your own view of oneself. The universe will push you to accept the new in a new and powerful way, in a fresh and powerful way. It feels like a lot of Scorpions who are drawn to this reading don't like to voice that they're afraid of change, but there is at the very least a part of you within, due to what you've been through, due to certain endings and sort of beginnings falling flat too quickly, where you fear the new, you fear big switch ups, you fear a lack of stability, right? And all the meanwhile, you're being pushed to remember Spirit in the universe has a plan much greater than yours, and you're meant to co create with them to side by side develop a plan, a successful path for yourself. And it just feels like I'm seeing somebody walking down an actual path, and people just coming out of nowhere, and you being like, come on, yep. Being like, this is my path, but I'm definitely going to invite you to join me along the way, for at least part of which. And that kind of goes back to you being your happily ever after, your sole provider, if you will, and then therefore adding beautiful souls and other situations on top of all of which. With I do not cheat on my future with my past with the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is your love life, my friend, or lack thereof which. And however it works out for you, you're being reminded moving forward in a huge way not to cheat on your beautiful, successful future, your romantic future with the past. There's somebody who fell short of your expectations, uh, whether were with them long term or you were with them for just a hot second and you gave them a chance and they let you down. Do not cheat on your future with your past. That's going to keep coming out for a reason. You will find that this person never came towards you or decided to come towards you for a while and then fell short of your expectations once again, or decided to um, not put in the effort, or to change their mind, or just to move in a completely different direction after getting your hopes up. And I feel as if some of you will find that this individual pops up in your memory from time to time and will more so moving forward. But it's almost as if Spirit's trying to push you to compare, to understand that everything happens for a reason. When someone new comes into the equation, to understand that what you have in front of you is 10 times better than what you had in the past once upon a time or could have had, right? And it's like, to understand it, yeah, it was their loss, but also to remember that what you have moving forward as far as options, or what you're making the best out of moving forward if you're already in a connection, is 10 times better than what was left behind. All right. I just feel like a lot of you gave somebody too much credit where it wasn't deserved. Period. Period. Your future is 10 times brighter than you ever expected. With the 10 of Pentacles coming out, you're going to find that you are pushed in a direction that gives you so much financial security. You are never shy of the hard work to get there, but you're going to find that that's part of why you're happily ever after is you, and only you, with the addition of other people and situations, of course, because you're able and willing to put in that hard work to build your a solid foundation, to build your pyramid of success, and therefore pairing that with the universe's greater plan, goals, and so much success for you. I feel like if you were drawn to this reading, you have no idea how successful you're going to be financially, even if part of which is somebody swooping in to help you out in a lot of ways on top of all your individual success. Take it. You deserve it. All right. With the Two of Wands coming out, it feels like you're reminded that the universe has a greater plan because you long for more, because your rocky path, or your path has felt like a roller coaster up until this point, or it just feels like things spiral all around you as you're trying to figure things out and make the best out of this and that. And therefore, as you long for more, you're being reminded once again, don't long for the past, long for your future, long for something different, long for something bigger and better, greater, somebody who's going to treat you well, or just long for a brighter future with that individual you're wrapped up with currently, however it works for you, to part ways with what once was and accept that what is about to become is pretty damn beautiful. All right. You're going to be complimented beyond belief moving forward, as at times you will see a level of conflict and stress surrounding you or even within you. And it's about how you manage that. It's about how you decipher what's worth your effort, picking your battles, picking and choosing what is worth your resources moving forward, as you will find that level of conflict around you or within you, or just you're dealing with at work. will make you feel a bit emotional, but it reminds you of how strong you truly are at the end of the day as it pushes you towards new beginnings, even if it's a fresh start within an existing one. With the Magician, you'll find that you're pushed to once again manifest, to co-create what you desire at this time, being pushed to remember that the possibilities are endless for you this time. What do you want? What do you actually want? I feel like some of you need to take a step back and figure that out, because at that point it's about working towards it, manifesting it, expecting the best, and the universe and spirit will help you move towards that. As long as you actually do want that, just be careful what you communicate with the universe through via your thoughts. All right, the ball is in your court when it comes to your future. The ball is in your court when it comes to who enters your life or you decide to stick with you. It feels like people pick up on that vibe from you, Scorpio, and will even more so moving forward. That you decide, at least to a big extent, right? If you kind of putting your foot down here and there with the BS to the point where it's like, I have been through a lot and I wear my heart on my sleeve to an extent, but I also am a bit guarded. But I'm also going to decide who and what comes with me moving forward. And that needs to be apparent from the beginning of new connections moving forward. At least you feel that way. Just don't come off too stern or too feisty to the point where you scare people away. Allow yourself to find that balance where you put up those necessary boundaries. It is quite apparent that the ball is in your court, but people feel comfortable in your presence and entering your life and your path, joining you along the way. All right. To remember to as well, careful what you stress over, think about, or mull over, memory wise, story wise, because you could potentially manifest the past coming back. And I don't see you wanting that. All right. And so you're being pushed to moving forward. Keep watering what you want to grow, what you want to see come to be. Don't stress over what you're working towards. If a job is fulfilling and satisfying in a lot of ways and brings you financial comfort, why do you find the need to stress it outside of it? Why do you find the need to stress it in the midst of it? Allowing yourself to remember that you have the power within you to keep it positive, to keep it optimistic, and to laugh your way through the difficulties. What you water will grow. What you water will prosper. What you water will become your fruitful reality, okay? With the High Priestess being pushed to be side by side with your spirituality, to utilize it to your best advantage. You know, taking it step by step and trusting your intuition, your third eye opening, what you learn and gain when it comes to the people in your life, when it comes to you and your path, your destiny, and just to balance things out as you're pushed to sit back in your throne and keep things proper, keep things mature, keep things simplistic in one's mind as you once again manifest all you desire and do your best to cope with certain stresses of your life and others moving forward. As you're being pushed to remember that your ships are coming in, things are starting to align for you, and you're going to, even when you feel like the wounded warrior, realize that the past heartbreak you dealt with, it was purposeful. It made you stronger because of it all, you know, and at times when you do expect the worst or focus on what isn't working, you'll find it easier to snap out of it or to realize, okay, then I can just improve this, right? Or I can just change this. To remember as the wheel turns for you individually, Scorpio, you are truly a force to be reckoned with, all right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. To book a personal reading, the options are down below. Just reach out via email. I hope you have an amazing day, week, and month, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.